All right, let's talk about bullet points on Amazon and dive straight in. So the best practices here are, I think the goal here is to provide skimmable key information. I think the most five important selling points for your product are what you should put here. The five most important key things that you think a shopper should know. I also think, as always, focus on us versus them messaging. For example, high quality spandex. Unlike the leading brand, our spandex is heavy duty, so it lasts a long time, right? Feature and then benefit. I prefer short and sweet over long and lengthy. Now you can add more than 5 bullets in many categories, so do that if you can. Why not? All caps up front. We've seen many sellers do this. This is a personal preference, I think, but Amazon is moving away from this. Amazon is moving towards disallowing it. You're not going to get your account deactivated from it. Personal preference, I think it's fine because it makes it easier to read. It does. It makes it easier and skimmable. Here's a little tip and trick to use this bold font. You can use a meta font generator online. It's a gray hat thing, so don't be surprised if it gets blocked, but that's just a little trick if you are fancied by that. I'm going to show some examples because I think that's the best way to kind of teach best practices. So I'm a fan of this style. It's got the bold key point up front. And the first bullet here says attention. Sizing does not directly correspond to your pet's breed, blah, 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 blah. So it puts something in the front bullet that is key information that is preventing returns. Very important. And then it goes through the other main points. Okay, and then the last one looks like another key point, like how to. Okay. This is a bad example. I hate this. I hate these brackets. This spacing is just shit. No, you can tell this is Chinese crap. Another one, what do you think about this? I'm not here to read a freaking novel, okay? That's way too long, in my opinion. I'm a fan of this, really short, one sentence each line. Another example of how they put in the first bullet, very important information that the shopper needs to know, which is also preventing returns. Okay, make sure you size this, you measure and do it and fit it correctly. Okay, so they obviously found that people are returning it because it doesn't fit, so they put that up front. Because most people, a lot of people will only read like the first one or two. I think about yourself personally. Do you read all the way to the fifth bullet if it's like a paragraph each? I don't know. Some people do, some people don't. That's why there's no right way to do bullet points, right? There's no right way to do the title, the bullet points, anything. It's all personal preference and kind of just common sense stuff. This is another example of short and sweet. I think this is best, in my opinion, because I think more people will read it if it's actually short and sweet. Also, point here about this item, it's got some attributes here. In some categories, this will show above the bullet points. So make sure you have all those attributes filled in your backend. This style is very common in apparel. It's just got a couple words for each line. 100% cotton, pull-on closure, machine wash, 100% cotton. Oh, they repeated that. Made in the USA. Licensed only by First Amendment. All right, there's some sales copy. This design is copyrighted. So I'm a fan of this. Just like what bullets are truly about. It's like literally just like a few words on each. What are the key points of this? You know? And I would obviously, as always, include what's unique about this product. Make it easy so a 10-year-old can understand your product in 5 bullets. That's what you should think about. All right. That's it for the bullets. If you have a question about SEO, SEO in my mind is not it's not important to put keywords here. Of course, you'll probably have some obvious keywords, but the title is the main thing in terms of keyword SEO, keyword weight, bullet points, and description and A plus content. All that stuff is secondary. So I tell my clients, do not worry about keywords in the bullet points. Some people will argue with that. No one knows exactly how Amazon's algorithm works, but your your product is going to be indexed for your main keywords from the title and from what's in the backend search terms. So don't worry about stuffing keywords into here. All right, guys. All right, next we will talk about main image.